Hi YouTube. When it comes to satiation or satiety, that word that I couldn't say last time, you know, the size of your stomach and what's already in your stomach and how much you've eaten, that's all very important. But I want to talk today about our eyes, because the truth is, the way that we see food and the way that we perceive food matters when it comes, because ultimately our brains are in charge. And I brought with me a couple of different dishes today to illustrate the importance of selecting the right size dish for what you're eating. This right here is a soup dish. You'll notice it's pretty big. It works well if you have soup, like the really good chicken vegetable soup recipe that I got from my sister, or it's my sister's recipe. Cooling soup, it works great, but you know what? This is a big bowl. I mean, you look at it and you realize, if you don't have that much in here, this is another fairly common size of bowl. It's a little smaller physically. You can definitely tell it's smaller. And personally, I'm not really fond of these because in my dishwasher, they don't fit in the racks very well. But just looking at it, it's easier to fill up this size bowl than this size. So unless you're eating soup, if you're eating soup, a bowl like this. And here I have two other bowls. This one right here is one of my favorites. It's small, it doesn't have a rim. This one here is actual china. It has pineapples around the outside. I think it looks a little bit old-fashioned to me. But it's maybe it'll be a little hard to see. This bowl is shallower. It actually doesn't hold as much as this, even though it does look maybe just a tiny bit bigger. This is probably my favorite bowl out of all of them, because I can get a modest amount of food right here, and it feels like a lot. I have learned to be careful. Bowls like these can be used. I mean, you can wash them, run in the dishwasher, put in the microwave, whatever. I did learn the hard way. Microwaving china is never a good idea. But I made a really good mistake one day. This edge around the circumference is metal. So if you make the mistake and you forget and you put a bowl like this in the microwave, what's going to happen, when you reach in to take it out, you will burn the ever-living heck out of your fingers on this metal edge. So this is my favorite bowl. And if you compare it in size to the big soup bowl, you'll see that you can put less food in it and still feel like you got a lot. Sometimes, eating soup out of this, not the greatest idea. This is what this is made for, but if you use a bowl like this for cereal, if you use it for yogurt, if you use it, for everything, it's a big bowl. It's really easy to eat too much. Our eyes, our brains can be tricked. We think, oh, we put a cup in. Well, let me tell you, it's a lot easier to get 1 cup in this than 1 cup in this. Okay, so here, in each bowl, I have half a cup of cottage cheese. I recommend the Daisy brand, I think it's the best. And you can use the low-fat cottage cheese, which is 90 calories for half a cup. And that would be the volumetrics thing to do, but to be honest, I like the full-fat cottage cheese, and that's 110 calories for half a cup. So I've got the full-fat cottage cheese and about 1 cup of sliced peaches. So it's about 210 calories in each bowl, but you'll notice in this bowl, this pretty much fills it up. Whereas in this one, you could probably, if I wasn't carefully measuring, I would probably put more in here. Whereas this bowl is pretty much at capacity. So in general, I recommend try using smaller plates, smaller, bowls. I do use big glasses because I'm all, being fat, I drink a lot, but smaller dishes is probably a good thing. Now, sometimes I do believe in eating out of generously sized dishes. For example, this right here, this is a small mixing bowl, and in here I've got a salad, spring mixed greens, half of a yellow bell pepper, a healthy amount of mozzarella, and some tomatoes, and I also tossed the greens in a teaspoon of Costco's really good Toscano olive oil. So this is about, I think it's about 400 calories. And let's be honest, you know, this is a big bowl, and this is a good bit of food, and it, you know, salad takes a little while to eat. So if you want to, for convenience, put it in a big bowl like this, I think that's great.